Hey citizens, and welcome to part 4 of the Star Citizen New Player Guide. If you're just joining us, make sure to watch parts 1, 2, and 3 of this guide, where we cover everything from getting your first game package to logging into the game for the first time. Today, in part 4, we're diving deeper into how you connect with the verse around you. We'll talk about interaction basics, your trusty MobiGlas, all of its apps, and take a more focused look at the star map, contract manager, and your inventory and storage. Interacting with the world around you. Star Citizen's universe isn't just a backdrop. It's an interactive and immersive environment. First off, let's discuss movement and interaction basics. Starting on foot, when you spawn in the game, you'll find that you can move through the game world much like you would in most other PC games. Using your WASD keys, you will move forward, to the left, right, and of course backwards. Movement of your mouse will alter your look direction and thus can change the direction of your movement. Now let's discuss interaction. To interact with objects within the Star Citizen world, you will need to use your F key. Walking up and looking at objects that can be interacted with will present a glowing icon that allows you to quickly hit F to activate that action. There are situations such as elevator panels, MFDs, etc. that will have multiple options available. That presents a situation where you must hold down the F key and use your mouse to then track to the button you want to press and then click the left mouse button. Releasing the F button will then take you out of that level of control with your mouse. Another helpful key is the F4 key, which will toggle between first-person and third-person cameras. Now we could speak for hours on the many different key bindings and ways in which you move through the world, but those listed above are some of the most fundamental right off the bat. What is the MobiGlas? Now it's time to meet your digital sidekick, the MobiGlas. It's like your smartphone crossed with a sci-fi hologram projector. Every citizen gets one. Access it anytime with the F1 key. Once you do, you will see a floating interface that unfolds with apps aligned on the bottom row. It's the way you access communications, the map, missions, and more. Think of it as your personal UEE database. It logs your journey, stores contacts, and even tracks your health via a bioscanner. Alright, look through the apps presented within your MobiGlas. The main apps are the Home app, which gives you a summary of important information presented across all apps. The Health app, which gives you a detailed overview of your current health and injury status. The Comms app, which is your communication hub with other players, air traffic control, and allows you to manage party settings. The Contracts app, this is where your missions will be on offer and you can track their status. The Maps app, which is also known as the Star Map, and gives you system, facility, and ship maps all at your disposal. This app also allows for quantum routing, which becomes critical for flying through the verse. The Journal app is where important information and event tracking is stored. This becomes an important app when tracking your progress on in-game events. The Asset app. This is how you track where all of your assets are located. Remember, with Star Citizen using a physicalized representation of your in-game assets, knowing their location is key. The Reputation app is pretty much what it sounds like. It's an app that allows you to track your progress with reputation across the many groups and organizations that you'll run across in Star Citizen. The Wallet app is how you send money to other players for goods and services. The Landing Services app is how you will access repair, rearm, and refueling services for your ship, all without leaving the cockpit. As long as you have landed on the pad, you can bring up this app and get those critical services. And finally, the Vehicle Management app. This app allows you to switch out components, weapons, and liveries of your many different ships and vehicles. As long as you have the ship at the local location, you'll be able to make those changes through this app. Remember, however, that as Star Citizen continues its development, many changes and updates will be coming to the MobiGlas and its apps in the future. The Star Map. Lost in the vastness of Stanton, the Star Map is your compass. Open it via the MobiGlas. You can also open it while in flight, and you will find yourself staring at a holographic star system with a location marker for your character. Sometimes the map will open on a close-up of the ship or location you are currently in, and upon zooming out, you'll get the larger context of your place within that system. Navigating the star map is pretty intuitive and done through your mouse. You can scroll on the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, hold down your left mouse button and move your mouse to reorientate the view. You can double click on planetary bodies and other locations to automatically zoom in on them for a more detailed view. And you can use the routing feature to have Star Map automatically build a quantum flight path. When you leave the map, this location will be visible via your HUD, and you will be able to calibrate your quantum travel to that marker. The map also features filters and a search bar to search for key locations listed in your mission contract so that you may quickly find out where you need to go to complete certain tasks. The Contract Manager. The Contract Manager is your job board. Upon opening the Contract Manager, you will see several tabs: Offers, Accepted, and History. Available contracts refresh dynamically: delivery runs, bounties, salvaging gigs, and more. Upon selecting a contract, you'll be able to see the pay, risks, and timer if there is one. Accept the contract and it's now active. Player inventory and storage. Now, stepping away from the MobiGlas for a moment, there's another extremely important feature you'll need to become acquainted with: your inventory and local storage. Your owned assets are physical and exist at whatever location you leave them. By default, all your items and ships, gear, etc. will go to your home location that you chose when you first entered the verse. To access your inventory, you can approach an item kiosk. These are spread throughout most of the landing zones. Here you can see one located inside the hangar itself. Upon interacting with the kiosk, you will see the various items that you have at that location. You can filter them by item type and directly pull them from the interface and place them on your character. The inventory system is going through ongoing development and will most likely change in the near future to be more user-friendly. You can also press the I key at any time to bring up your inventory on your person. We can't talk about inventory without talking about the warehouse storage of your items. Much like ships being located at a location and being brought up via the ship elevator, your larger items, such as owned cargo, is also accessed through freight elevators. Freight elevators have a corresponding elevator kiosk that you can interact with. Once you do, it will send the elevator down, at which point you can take items stored in your warehouse and place them on the elevator. You can then retrieve those items or cargo and load them onto your ship. Okay, I know that was a lot, but there's a lot to go over when it comes to getting yourself acquainted with the MobiGlas. So thanks for watching part 4 of StarJump's Star Citizen New Player Guide. Now you've got the tools to interact, navigate, accept missions, and manage your items, at least at a base level. With that, don't forget to use my referral code in the description below to start your new account and receive 50,000 UEC of starting credits, and join me for part 5 of the New Player Guide, where we will go over the basics of flying your ship. Drop questions in the comments, and hit that like button to subscribe and be notified of new StarJump content.